This is the Multiplication Assessment Study Guide. Problem number 1 is 123 times 31. So we're going to split the 123 into 123, and 31 will be 31. Then when we go to fill our box in, remember that we can multiply the first digits and then add the zeros. 1, 2, 3. 2 times 3 is 6, 2 zeros. 3 times 3 is 9, 1 zero. Hey, look at this, the bottom is 1. That means by the identity property that all these numbers times 1 will just equal themselves. 123. So now we're ready to fill in our other box. So for thousands, or for ones, sorry, just have 3. How many tens do we have? Remember, we underline these. Just takes a second. We have 11. So we're going to write the 11 so that it ends in the tens place. So we'll write our 11 like that. Notice how my 11 ended in the tens place. Then how many 100s do we have? I like to lightly circle my 100s. Looks like we have 7 100s. And how many thousands? 3. So when we put this together, we get 3,813. Now we're ready to do number 2. Number 2 is 5,218 times 47. Now how do we break up the 5,218? Almost the way you say it gives it away. Take this first number, the 5, and we said 5,000. So we'll do that. Another way, if that confuses you, just take the first number and put a 0 where all the other numbers are after it. So if we did that with the 2, we'd put a 2, and then we put a 0 where the 1 and the 8 are. And then if we did it here, we'd put a 1, put a 0 where the 8 is. We just 8 is the only choice there. Then 47, we would do a 40 and a 7. So let's multiply these together. And again, you don't want to write anything out here. You can just do it all by looking. So 4 times 5 is 20. And then you have 4 more zeros. Be careful of that one. Let me say that again. 5 times 4 is 20. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4 more zeros. And I'll put my comma in. 4 times 2 is 8. And there are 3 zeros. 4 times 1 is 4. And there are 2 zeros. 4 times 8 is 32. And there's 1 zero. Okay, now by 7. 7 times 5 is 35. And there are 3 zeros. 7 times 2 is 14. And there are 2 zeros. 7 times 1 is 7 with a 0. 7 times 8 is 56. Okay, so that doesn't take all that long to get through those numbers. Now let's fill it in on our chart. How many ones do we have? We have 6 ones. How many tens do we have? Let's count our tens. If we underline our tens, we have 7, 5, 2, I think that's it. So that would be 14 tens. So I want to write it so the 14 ends in the tens column. So that's 14 tens. Let's lightly circle our 100s. And here's another one. So we have 3 plus 4 is 7, plus 4 is 11. So we're going to write our 11 so it ends in the 100s column. There we go. And how many thousands do we have? 8, 5, so that's 13, oops, here's another one. That's 14, right? 8 plus 1 is 6, 8 plus 1 is 9, plus 5 is 14. So we're going to write that 14 so it ends in the thousands place. 14. How many 10,000s do we have? I just see one. That's the 35, or the 3 and the 35, so we put that 3 there. And how many 100,000s do we have? Just this 2. So put that right here. And then just go ahead and make sure that all of your digits that aren't zeros have been marked. So we got everything. And let's add this up. See what we got. Good. 200,000, 45, 246. So 245,246 is the answer to number 2.